Welcome to the Workamper Show, brought to you by Workamper.com. This podcast helps you discover how to finance your RV travel dreams. Each one of our episodes will introduce you to people who are already living the RV lifestyle or to work camping opportunities all around the U.S. You'll also learn how to hit the road the right way and make the most of every opportunity. Now let's turn over today's show to your host, Greg Gerber.
Today I'm speaking with a resort owner in Florida who is looking for a friendly, outgoing couple capable of working independently year-round to assist motor coach owners and part-time visitors as well. Today's episode is sponsored by Workamper News. Wouldn't it be nice if Workamper job listings for your ideal location just appeared in your email inbox? They can when you're a member of Workamper News. Join today to start using the best toolkit for finding your next work camping gig. When they turn on job alert emails, members can select to receive help wanted ads for just one state or all the states they want to be in. Each email contains the full ad text, so there's no need to have to click on a link, go to a website, and then hunt around to see if the job even interests you. The job finding process is easier with Workamper News, so join today at www.workamper.com. In this episode, I'm chatting with Randy Rienas, the owner of Palm Beach Motor Coach Resort in Jupiter, Florida. It's a luxurious boutique resort with 100 RV slips nestled at the gateway to South Florida, about an hour north of Miami and not too far from the ocean. It's open year-round, but the peak season is from January to April. Randy shares a unique opportunity for the right couple or individual to step into a dynamic role as work campers at the resort. What's unique is that work campers are employed by the resort itself as well as the owner-controlled condominium association. It's an opportunity for work campers to make even more money. If you've ever dreamed of a year-round role that blends hospitality, adventure, and South Florida sunshine, then you'll enjoy this interview. So please welcome Randy Rienas, the owner of Palm Beach Motor Coach Resort, to the show. Thanks for joining me, Randy. I really appreciate the time. Your resort is located in an ideal part of Florida. Tell us about it.
Thank you, Greg. Thanks for having me today. Yeah, we are at the gateway of South Florida. We're in Jupiter, Florida, which is in the southeast side of the peninsula of Florida. I call it the gateway because it's the most northern point in Palm Beach County, but we're only 5 miles outside of the town of Jupiter. And the town of Jupiter is one of the hottest real estate markets that we have in Florida right now. Very desirable location, tremendous food, entertainment, arts. It just has everything to offer. So we think it's a special location. It's a little boutique resort. It's only 100 slips and it's very upscale. We cater to Class A and Super C only. We have a 10-year age limitation with pride of ownership. So we've actually had coaches that are from the 1980 where they've been so well maintained that we allow them in. What we do is check them and make sure that they send us a photo, because we have to maintain the standards for the condominium association and for the values within the resort.
That makes sense. The unique aspect of your resort is that the owners actually own the sites.
Yes, it's a condominium association, and there's right now 94 owners in the resort, separate lots, and then the management company with TBRV has an exclusive rights to rent the units. It's an elective entry for the owners. So if they're not there and they want us to professionally manage and rent their sites and take care of everything for them, we do it. And we have tremendous participation in the program, the rental program, but it is elective. We don't force anybody to rent it. And there are some people who improve their sites to such a degree that they don't want to rent them, that's great.
Okay, so most of the people who are at the resort are there all the time, but they have the option to rent it out to other people.
Yeah, it's a very seasonal business in South Florida. You don't want to be here so much in July as you do in January. So the peak months are January through April. We're completely full during those months. it starts to pick up in November and December. And once the people are gone back to their primary homes, we do a lot of maintenance and improvements to the resort over the summer.
Okay. You're open year round though. So is this Workamper position a year round one?
It is. It definitely is. We're looking for an ambitious individual that would want to spend some time in South Florida and work with us, PBRV, which is the management company of the rental activities, and then the condominium association, which is owned by the 100 lot owners.
Okay. Because your resort is open year round, do the Workampers have to make a commitment for a specific number of months?
We definitely are looking for somebody that wants to be year round there. There's a lot to do. And there's always a level of occupancy in the resort. It just could range from anywhere from when the low months, which I'd say July, August, September, October, we got 15% occupancy, maybe 20. But come the prime season, when everybody wants to get out of the snow and head to Florida.
Okay. You're looking for how many Workampers?
We're looking for, ideally, a husband and wife team would be perfect, but we can work with just one Workamper.
How many hours a week are they expected to put in?
During season, they're probably putting in about 12 to 14 hours a week.
During the peak
And then
season?
Off season, it's really up to that individual as to what they want to do. So the more ambitious they are, the more money that they can make, because my family owns and operates. It's my wife and my daughter and myself, and everything else we subcontract out. So there's a lot of economies of scale that we achieve by having kind of a crossover between the rental program and the condominium association. And for the last 5 years, it's been a person operating, not an employee of, but a subcontractor of the rental program, and also subcontracted to the condominium association.
Okay. We'll talk about that because you said there are several income opportunities available to these Workampers. But I also want to make sure that I understand the commitment. It is year round. So you're looking for somebody who is willing to make a long-term commitment to you, or do you want them to commit to at least a year?
At least a year.
But you're open to even longer if they wanted to spend a couple of years in Florida.
Yeah. And we're looking at maybe we would start somebody in the summer months, because we don't want to get them overwhelmed and have everybody there and then come January start them, and that would be
Right. Yes.
thrown to
Do
the
the
sharks.
do the Workampers need a motorhome themselves in order to do the job?
They do.
They do.
Yes,
Okay.
they do. And they have to meet the standards of a Class A or a Super C and maintained for 10 years or younger.
Okay. But if they're over 10 years and maintained and look good, they can still apply and
Absolutely.
you'll have a chat with them. Okay. And what kind of jobs do these folks do for you?
So the primary job that the Workamper does for the rental program is escorting the rental guests to their site, inspecting the site before the rental guests arrive, make sure that the water, the sewers all hooked up and ready to go, that the site is clean. We inventory every one of our sites so we know what's on there. And then, so they escort them in. A lot of people will park themselves. We give them the choice of, we can escort you in, but by and large, the individual does bring them in. It saves wear and tear on the resort, taking out the coach lights or maybe getting a little too close to the pedestal and knocking over the water tap. Those kind of things, we try to avoid that.
Right. That's a good point. So when the owners are renting it, they're renting the site only, not the site and the RV as a general rule?
Oh, that's correct. Yeah, they're never renting their RVs.
Okay.
They're only renting the site
All right. So you're escorting them into the site that they're renting so that
And site, getting them set up, troubleshooting if there's any issues. It's generally not going to be something that's wrong with our site. It's something that's maybe they didn't do with their motor coach.
Okay.
And that's a big part of it, and escorting them out. And then while they're there, helping with the activities that are going on in the resort, communicating with the rental guests, meeting their needs and expectations. We really try to make this a luxury resort. And so the primary skill that somebody needs to have here is friendly. They have to be friendly and good with people and communicate. Communication's everything, so we can deliver the experience that they leave and they rave about that.
Okay. So just be friendly, engaging with the people, let them have a good time and things like that. But they're not really involved with mowing grass or landscaping opportunities because you contract those out.
That's all subcontracted out. We have lots that the condominium association maintains the common areas, which includes the lawns. We all have sandset pavers. Those are maintained as well by the condominium association. But when these people come in and they put some pretty exotic plantings in, and you visit the website to really see, we have virtual tours where you can go and walk through this resort, walk through this clubhouse. You can see how intricately maintained and meticulously maintained these properties are. We bring people in that maintain these lots. Again, somebody that was ambitious and wanted to do that. The sky's really the limit here. This could be a really lucrative, pick as many hours as you want to work kind of job. But primarily what I'm looking for is somebody to host with us on the work campers.
Okay.
I'm sorry, host with us on the rental guests.
The rental guests. So the work camper working for you will be working with the rental guests and kind of meeting their needs and answering their questions and things like that. However, the work campers also have opportunity to make money in two other ways, I think you said. Working for the condominium association and by working for the owners themselves. Why don't you describe some of the things that work campers can do in that regard?
Sure. Working for the association, we pick up the trash every day at 10 o'clock. That is taken care of by the work camper, but it's paid for through the condominium association. Other things that they do is they do a light cleaning of the clubhouse and maintaining the pool deck, the furniture, blowing that off. They're putting in roughly 10 hours a week for the association. When they collect the trash, they also are picking up some of the small cuttings from curbside, down palm fronds. They neatly arrange the pool deck, the patio furniture. They clean the furniture on the patio as needed. They arrange the interior furniture in the clubhouse. They lock and unlock the clubhouse when required. We've automated that process, but we always get somebody that didn't really the orientation, set the alarm off at midnight, and then I get the phone call on that one. Do you want the police dispatched? We generally don't have any problems with crime there, so we don't need it.
Okay.
But within the clubhouse, there's 4 bathrooms, and those are maintained by the camp host for the association. The sites, that we just make sure that the sites are in good working condition. And there's some minor repairs that they can do. It depends on the skill level of the individual. We like them to report any major maintenance issues to the on-site property management company, and then we let them take care of that. In exchange for that, the compensation is about $25 an hour from the condominium association. Because I own lots, I can put them up and give them a place to stay. We would do either a discount, depending on how involved they would be, a discount on the monthly rent, or no rent to them.
Okay.
And so the equivalent of that in the summer months, the resort rents for about well, 125 to 150 a night.
Wow.
And during season, we're getting somewhere in the range of 55 to 6,500 a month per lot.
Wow.
So yeah, it's very upscale.
Okay. And the work campers or the camp hosts get a reduced campsite then?
They do.
Okay.
Yes. During the summer months, they would stay there for free
Okay.
and have access to all the amenities too. So they're not working 40-hour weeks. There's clubhouse on our property that is 6,200 square feet. It is one of the nicest clubhouses you're going to see in the country. The finish is phenomenal. It was built by Blackfin Homes, and it has a 50,000 gallon infinity edge pool. It has an exercise room. There's 2 private locker rooms with private showers in them. There's a great room. We have card rooms. We have a pool hall, and we have a catering kitchen. So that's all there for them to enjoy, and they get to do so in the summer months without a lot of people.
Okay.
A lot of,
Are work campers able to use the amenities of the clubhouse during the peak season too?
yes.
So year
Yeah,
round they have
yes.
access to that.
They,
Okay,
yes, they
great.
do.
That's neat. Do they need any special training to have this job?
We'll work with them for a couple of weeks and acclimate them, show them how to do the job. But it's not a difficult task. The other thing with the kind of regressing back to the rental program does a lot of entertaining. We do Friday night socials. We do food trucks on Tuesdays. We bring live bands in. We host poker nights. But all those things the work camper assists us with that. And we've had them like 10 bar along with Katie, and then the cleanup from the event. It's a broad ranging job, but the social events do get involved with that.
And you had mentioned that the work campers might be able to make some extra money by working for the owners or renters themselves by showing them how to use the equipment on their RVs.
Absolutely. The number of people that come in with these rigs are very complex, and they're not quite sure how to hook into the Wi-Fi. They have problems with their InstaHot. They have minor issues that become major issues because they have to then move their rig off their lot and take it somewhere. So a lot of that is handled it has been in the past. Doesn't necessarily need to be. If they're not skilled in or interested in that aspect, that's fine. We have other sources that will do it. But we've noticed that the work camp host has been a very good source for helping people to understand their rigs and all the systems involved.
Those big RVs are very complicated, so I can understand where people might need some assistance tapping into the Wi-Fi and things like that.
Yeah, they are.
When do you recruit? You're recruiting right now for a position to start this summer?
Yeah, this position would start in May or June,
Okay,
and it would go through the following May.
May or June.
We're really looking for somebody that I don't like turning this position. I had one gentleman and his wife from Canada that did this for me for years, and I didn't realize how good I have it. He was tremendous. Just guy went way over and beyond what he needed to do, but everybody loved him and his wife, and I mean, they were just part of the community. And that's what I'm looking for. Is I'd love to see somebody that really wanted to come in and spend some time in South Florida.
Okay, basically be a Florida resident for a couple of years. And if they were skilled in fixing RVs, even better. Okay.
We can work with a range of different skills. The biggest thing is you got to be people oriented.
What's involved with the interviewing and hiring process?
So the interviewing and hiring process is done by my family owns the place. So what we do is I talk to them, Sherry and Katie do as well, because they work very closely with them, more so than I. And with respect to the condominium association, the president of the association would interview them, and he tailored a very. I used his job description actually to do mine, so that we didn't overlap and we weren't putting too much of a burden on them.
Okay. And is that job description available if people just wanted to ask you for it?
It is.
Okay.
Yeah, we would definitely give this to them.
How long does it take you to make a hiring decision once somebody submits an application?
It takes us a couple of days.
Okay.
We do a little bit of background. I'd like to have the president, his opinion is very important. He controls the condominium and the board. And then my wife, Sherry, is a really good people person. She can tell. And she would speak to him as well as Katie.
What could a work camper do to really stand out if they wanted to show you they wanted the job really badly?
They would be there and be present and show up. We do every week. We have a meeting with the camp host and we say, okay, here's the coaches that are coming in. Here's the lots that are going to be occupied, and here's when these lots will go. We need to make sure those lots are tip-top condition. If they're not, I need enough time to bring in somebody to maybe pressure wash the lot or trim the hedging or clean up the grill, maybe clean the tiki hut or the coach houses. And so that the big thing is just to be a people person and to be very good at communicating and not be afraid to do things. We like to find people who, I don't like to put everything down in paper, and I can't. The job is not like that. But if they're involved, and the more involvement that they have, the more money that they can make at this.
What can they do in their free time during their off hours? I know you said you were centrally located in the gateway to South Florida.
Yeah, they can dine, they can shop. The activities that they can have are just numerous. We're right near the inlet district in Jupiter, so there's a lot of nice dining and entertainment down there. We have the Burt Reynolds Theater of Performing Arts in town. We have wonderful beaches that are only 5 miles away. The pier at Juneau. There's a dog park that's 2.5 miles long on the Atlantic Ocean where you can take your dog, if your dog's, and it's not going to eat any other dog, you can take them to the Juneau pier and it's off leash. And then the Brightline train, you drive into West Palm Beach downtown, and you board the train there, and you can get all the way to Miami in 1 hour. You could be down in the Windward district, which is a really nice arts district. Once you arrive in Miami or Fort Lauderdale, or downtown West Palm Beach, we have Uber services and there's other transportation. So you really don't need a car to go enjoy these areas of South Florida.
And you're not too far from Lake
Okeechobee, yeah. Okeechobee is that bass fishing capital of the world. We have skeet shooting. There's ranges where you can, if you're an avid shooter, you can go out there. They're very close to us. It's just a lot to do. But what's unique about this property is that we're 5 miles outside of the downtown Jupiter area. But when you're in that resort, you feel like you're in the middle of nowhere because we're surrounded by 2,500 acres of nature preserve, and it's protected by a bond offering that was done through the Florida Lands Forever. So it's environmentally sensitive lands. So our little 17-acre parson sits in the middle of all of this, and you go out, you can exit out the back of the resort and you're into the old Indian Town Road Trail, which the Indians used to travel that from Lake Okeechobee to the Atlantic Ocean. That trail is still there, but there's Riverbed Park, which is about 2 miles away from us, Battlefield Park. There's just all kinds of historic sites, biking, hiking, fishing.
That's fun.
Yeah, there's a lot to do here.
How far away are the Everglades or the Keys?
We're in the
Yeah.
I've caught so far in the last 2 weeks about 20 raccoons. And I take them out to the hungry lands and I release them, but we're living in their territory.
Right.
So what I do is I release them into the hungry lands. So they go from being city raccoons to country raccoons.
That would be a shock. Where can people get more information about this opportunity?
The best place to look is to go to our website. It's www.workamper.com. And we just overhauled that resort. You can get a very good look at not only what's available at the resort, but what's in the surrounding area.
Okay.
One other thing I'll add is if you need to get somewhere, we're 15 minutes away from Palm Beach International Airport. It's a transportation hub. And one of the reasons why a lot of people bought where they did and bought these sites.
Mhm.
These site valuations, just to give you an idea, are anywhere from $250,000 up to about $650,000.
Wow. That's a luxury resort park is what you're saying.
It's a limited resource because the land values in South Florida are astronomical. They're $1 million an acre right now. So nobody would do what we've done, which is you couldn't make sense economically out of it because the land's so expensive that you'd have a higher and better use.
Do the work campers have set days off?
Yes, they do. We work with their schedules. We can cover the work camper that we had recently, and he's still with us, and we love him. He's wonderful. I can just tell that father time and age is setting in, and I just try to be proactive and get this. But so he wanted to go back to his hometown in New Jersey for the holiday. We made that work. Katie and myself and Sherry will step up. I'm not afraid. I'm not too proud to go pick up the garbage if that's what I need to do. I'm constantly on site. So we're there to work with them, and we're looking for a team member.
Very good.
Two of them would be ideal to have husband and wife because we could bring somebody into our business operations, booking these rentals, and if they're inclined. So we can make it work based on the skill set of the individuals.
Thank you very much for sharing the opportunity with me today.
Thank you.
Mhm.
Thank you for the opportunity.
I enjoyed speaking with Randy Rienas, the owner of Palm Beach Motor Coach Resort, about a unique opportunity for the right couple to work at this high-end property. Randy is looking for a couple who loves working with people and possesses a friendly, can-do attitude as well as a desire to work in a luxury environment. The resort is ideally searching for a couple or family with teenagers who can bring energy, enthusiasm, and a knack for customer service to their vibrant community. Solos can apply, but preference is given to couples. Work campers handle tasks like escorting guests to their sites, ensuring the property is in tip-top condition, tidying up sites between guests, troubleshooting guest concerns, and even assisting with the resort's many social activities. Those may include Friday night socials, food trucks, and even live music. Beyond that, there is opportunity for work campers to earn extra income by working for the resort's condominium association by maintaining the common areas. They can also work directly with owners to perform small maintenance tasks and troubleshoot problems with components. Work campers are uniquely compensated. The resort offers compensation in the form of a heavily discounted or free RV site, depending upon the time of year and the work camper's level of involvement. The Condominium Association pays around $25 per hour for tasks like clubhouse upkeep, light maintenance, and other duties, such as setting up for events. The biggest perk is the work campers have access to all the resort's amenities year-round, including a stunning 6,200 square foot clubhouse, an infinity pool, a fitness center, private showers, and more. The resort is located just minutes from world-class beaches, dining, entertainment, and outdoor activities in South Florida's most desirable tourist area. However, work campers need to have a Class A, Class C, or C+ motorhome themselves. If you're ready to make a one-year or even multi-year commitment to this exciting role, visit www.pbrvresort.com workamper.com for more information or to submit an application. Today's episode was sponsored by Workamper News. Much more than just a job listing website, when you put the tools of this professional service into action, you'll find out just how easy it can be to turn your work camping dreams into reality. A Workamper membership opens the door to a one-stop shop for all things work camping. Being the original resource for work camping, you'll find the largest number of job listings, be able to connect with a community of work campers, and view resources compiled by experts who've been enjoying the RV lifestyle for many years. If you're serious about leading a successful and enjoyable work camping lifestyle, then membership is for you. Join today at www.workamper.com. Embark on new adventures today with the support of Workamper News behind you. That's all I have for this week's show. Next time I'll be speaking with another employer, but this one is rather unique as well. It involves selling sportswear at high school athletic events around the country, and the firm needs several work camping teams. I'll have details on the next episode of The Workamper Show. Thanks for listening, and if you like these interviews, please consider leaving a review wherever you download the episodes.